Welcome back to Secrets of a Stylist. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim. I'm a fashion stylist. And for those of you who do, welcome back. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, so buying things that you don't wear. This is something that we all do. I'm gonna give you the reasons that you do it. I'm gonna give you some skills, some tools, some changes that you can make so that you stop doing these things. So number one thing that I think a lot of people do, and I've actually done this myself too, this is kind of funny, but it's buying clothes for the body that you want versus the body that you actually have. I hear this all the time. So when I am with a client or even a friend and they've got this small in their hand, they're like, well, I'm gonna lose that 5 pounds or I'm gonna lose this 10 pounds. You will, I have no doubt you will. I'm so excited for you. But currently you haven't, so why not, if you're actually shopping, let's just buy the pieces that you can wear right now, or just wait and wear what you already have in your closet. Another thing, I've had this with a client, a blazer, a very, very expensive Tom Ford blazer, and this was a guy, and it was like a little snug, it was the right size. I actually did not have another size. I really didn't want to leave the blazer, but he really wanted it, and it was a bit snug, and he said, I'm just gonna lose 5 pounds. I was like, just letting you know that I don't advise that. Like, I think that we need to wait or get this altered or just order another blazer. He really wanted it. Lo and behold, 3 months later, I get the phone call. I'd like to return that blazer, but 3 months, a little past the point, but luckily, when you have the relationships, you can make those things happen, so I did. So this is something you want to think about when you are shopping or before you're about to go shopping. Just buy for who you are right now, and if you're not happy with who you are for right now, then don't buy anything. Wear what you have in your wardrobe. If nothing fits, then I suggest either going to a friend's wardrobe, maybe they're in between sizes too, or checking out something like a Value Village where you're not adding more to like the environmental pollution because you're not gonna wear it in a month because you actually do lose the weight. Tip number 2, buy what looks good on you. Stick to what you know. Okay, so let's say you've cleaned out your closet and you've decided that after this pandemic, you're gonna move on and you really want a lot of color and you're gonna change who you are. But here's the thing, is that we need to do this in baby steps. I'm all for the change. I'm all for all of the colors, everything like that, but you really need to buy for who you are. So if you go into your closet and let's say it's all black and white neutrals, but now you wanna become a color person, I think that's awesome. But let's start maybe with accessories, maybe something that's a little cheaper. Maybe you wanna add in pink. Pink is one of the trends this spring and summer. Maybe you wanna add in a pink headband, a pink purse, maybe a pink scarf, some pink shoes, something that is not too major. Then you can sprinkle it in. Maybe it has a lower cost. Again, maybe you want to look somewhere for those pieces if you're changing who you are, to a Value Village or something like that. That's a great suggestion. But let's say you don't want to change who you are and you're just going shopping. I really want you to take a moment of pause, look in your closet, see what you have. And if you are all, like I said, a sea of neutrals, or maybe you're like a sea of bright colors and you love that. And now you're buying black and white. Are you really gonna wear the black and white? It doesn't seem to go with the rest of who you are. So you really wanna figure out who you are. What are your favorite colors? What is your body type? What looks good on you before you start buying new pieces, because you won't wear them. Tip number 3, stop buying clothing that is 50% off. If you're sitting in your bed at night like I do and I'm like trying to work but I'm very distracted, all of a sudden a sale pops up, I'm checking it out, please do not buy pieces that you just randomly want because they're 50% off. If it's like a pink blazer or something that is much out of your character type, even if it's 50% off, you are probably not going to wear it. So stop buying things just because they're on sale. You want to buy something because you really need it. It fits your body type. It fits your style, your personal style of who you are, not because it's on sale. The 4th way you can stop buying clothing that you are never going to wear is ask yourself, can I wear this item in 3 different ways? Okay, so let's take this blouse for example. This is a new frame silk blouse. I love it. Before I personally walked out of the store, typically I don't do ruffles, but I was really drawn to it. It's cut low, it's good for my body type. I had to think about like, can I wear this? I'm like, I can tie it in a knot, I can wear it with jeans, I can wear it with my leopard skirt. I mean, it's a white blouse, so it's very versatile, but I still actually went through that scenario of how could I wear this item? Same thing, if you're gonna buy a big, bright colored floral shirt for this spring, how can you wear that shirt? What bottoms can you wear it with? That's gonna be very important. So think about it, 3 ways that you can wear it before you purchase. The next way you can stop buying clothing that you never wear is to purge every season. This is something I have been doing forever. Even as a little, not a little girl, but like a teen, I remember going into my closet and like pulling out things I don't wear. I'm a minimalist. I don't like a lot of clutter. Anyone who knows me has been in my closet. My friends can totally attest to this. They can never borrow my clothes because there's always just like one of everything. Unless I really love it, there might be two. But anyway, you want to go through your stuff. So at the end of the season, let's say we're moving from winter into spring, I actually go through all my winter stuff before I move it out of my closet, and I'm like, did I wear this sweater? I didn't. I love it, but I just never wore it this season. If you want to hang on to it one more season, that's totally fine. I just don't bother doing it. I am in the industry though, and so I get a lot of clothes, so it's different for me. But hang on to it one more season if you would like. But technically, I say before you bring out all your spring, summer clothes, purge your winter ones now, and that'll keep you clutter-free. It'll stop you from rebuying things that you don't need because there's so much in your closet you can't actually see what you have. It gives you a much cleaner view of what you need and what you don't need. The next tip is stop buying clothing on vacation. Don't do it. I've done it too. I've been in Florida and I'm like, ooh, I like that Zimmerman, like really big puff sleeve floaty dress. That would be so fantastic. Well, it's fantastic because I'm in Florida, but back in my native habitat in Toronto, am I gonna wear that? I'm usually a little more slick, I'm more streamlined, I'm a little less kind of floaty and colorful. So you can buy pieces on vacation, but I would suggest just don't buy the ones that really only work in that environment. My girlfriend actually did this. She was really cute. She bought some dress in Paris, and I agree, it was like the perfect Parisian dress, but it wasn't really her. And she didn't really feel like wearing it back where she was from. It was gorgeous, there was nothing wrong with it. But I totally understood. I was like, yes, that is a Paris dress. I mean, it could be anywhere. It could be like, I don't know, you're on a vacation, like a camping vacation, and you just decide you love plaid and Uggs. And then you get back to the city, you're like, oh yeah, this totally doesn't work. But you found them in the cool corner store.
What have I done?
So anyway, try to avoid just going ham on vacation for whatever theme you're in, because you'll notice, unless you keep going back to that place every year, you're probably not going to wear those clothes in your everyday life. This next tip is try not to buy clothing when you're emotional. So if you're sobbing in your bed, maybe you watch a sad movie, maybe you had a bad day, and now you've jumped online and you're just like adding to cart like crazy, stop. Okay, I'm fine, fill your cart, but just don't press purchase. Just wait until the next morning, then maybe you want to revisit it and see if you actually want those things. My other suggestion is if you are actually sad, perhaps you just want to change your state. I do this sometimes too. I suggested it to my daughter. She was anxious about something. I'm like, why don't you go for a run? If you can't go for a run, I don't know, do a few jumping jacks in your room. I've done that. Don't laugh, I've totally done that. I've been grumpy, I've had to jump on a call. I'm like, I really need to change my state. So this is something that you can do too, especially too if you are upset or you're sad or you're having a bad day and you're just about to head out the door to a mall. I suggest doing something to change your state. Take the dog for a walk, smell some of the flowers you have in your kitchen, do some jumping jacks, go for a run, do a quick change your energy. You will do a much better job of your purchases. The next thing I am going to suggest is to keep a running list. So this is kind of funny. When I'm going through a client's closet, often they say to me, are you keeping a list of these things? I'm like, yes, I'm keeping a mental list because I do this all the time, so I know exactly what you're missing. Somehow I've calculated in my mind and I've actually already bought the piece that you need. However, this is not something that you guys do every day. So what I suggest is open your phone in the notes area when you're in your closet and maybe you're going to try something on. You pull on your black jeans and then you throw on a tank top or a sweater and you're like, this one doesn't totally work. I really wish I had a gray V-neck. That would be perfect. Or I really wish I had a pair of black booties. And then you move on and you change your outfit and you forget about it. But what I'm saying is grab your phone, put it in the phone, exactly what you think that you need, that hole, and then eventually you'll have this long tally and it will be actually quite accurate. So the next time you are shopping or shopping online, you can actually pull out your phone and be like, oh yes. So if you see things on sale, it's okay to buy things on sale, but is it on your list? Is it something that you actually need? Because then it's a piece that you will really wear. The next tip I have is think about your own personal style. So a lot of people, they can be style chameleons. I tend to be a style chameleon. Sometimes I can be like very girly and very dressed up. Other times I've got like a ripped shirt on and a moto jacket. So it really depends. If you're a style chameleon, totally fine. If you're not and you really know, you're like, I really like A-line dresses and I love blazers and pointed flats. So if you know your style when you are shopping or you're shopping online, then I want you to think about who you are. Are you really gonna wear that combat boot if you typically wear ballet flats and loafers? You may, but you may not. So if it's not really your style, I want you to think about that. And if this question brings up like, who am I? Like, what am I? What is my style? I have a video for you on that. I did a detailed video on how to find your style. I will link to that down here. My last tip is pause before you buy something on Instagram that influencers are suggesting wearing, dancing in, because maybe you're so excited or maybe you're having wine in your bed and it's just very easy. There's literally no barriers. You just click on it, hit the shop button, your card's probably already in your phone and boom, it's on its way to you. When it arrives, you're like, wow, I don't know why I have a snake skin pair of boots. Well, it looked really cute on that influencer or that TikTok influencer. And when I say snake skin, I don't mean real snake skin, I'm just giving an example. But anything like that, maybe it's like a cowboy hat, or maybe it's some super mini purse that you thought would be a great idea. Just pause. When you are watching those videos on Instagram, don't hit the buy button. It really doesn't give you a lot of time to think about any of these things. Is it on your list? Is it your style? Do you have it in your closet already? So you want to go through those things? Just pause. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Say hello to me down below. If you love this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. That's how I know what type you want to do. Hit the subscribe button because I love you guys. You guys have been all over that button. It's so exciting for me. I love you guys and I will see you on the next video.